Hello, I'm Ryan Schwertfeger, and today I'm here with mayoral candidate Ms. Schwager. Nice meeting you, Ms. Schwager.
Good afternoon.
For the past few years, the Democratic Party has struggled a little bit in Oakland to compete with the Republican candidates. I was just going to ask you, why do you think that this will be the year that Democrats win the mayor and 2 council seats?
Well, first of all, I don't think it has to do with being a Republican or a Democrat this year. I think this year I am running against the mayor on the issues, not because I'm a Democrat and not because he's a Republican. So I'm hoping that people vote for me this year, not because I'm a Democrat, that they don't vote against me because I'm a Democrat, but they vote for me because of me and what I stand for and what I could bring to the town. And that's why I think it's a good year. We have many issues. We have a lot of problems in Oakland. The mayor has had his two terms. He's completing his 8th year as mayor. Now all of a sudden he's going to say he can revitalize the town. He can do this. He can do that. What happened for the 7 years he has been in office? If you go back to history of every time he ran, or every time a council person ran these past 8 years, every fall the downtown intersection has been an issue. Every time there's an election, every fall, a new issue of town is addressed. We have many, many residents who live in the river area, around the lake, Crystal Lake, and the river who get flooded. Now, all of a sudden, the mayor is meeting with them. Where has he been for 7 years? That's why I'm running. Not because I'm a Democrat, not because I think it's the year of the Democrats. I think it's the year of somebody other than what's there now. The mayor has not gotten the job done. Betsy Stagg has had her time. What has she done? Betsy has, she's done a great job. She's reduced the garbage for winter pickup from 2 pickups to 1 pickup. Now she's proposing we have 1 pickup year round. Proposing, I call it the garbage police, to start going through your garbage and to check for recyclables. That's what she's done. I think it's time for somebody new, regardless of the party. That's why I think it's the year of the Democrats, because we are running. Not because we're Democrats, but because we are running.
Okay. Now, if you are elected mayor, and let's say Ms. Cora and Mr. Schwager also win with you.
Lesher.
Lesher. There would be a slim majority of total people on the council, including the mayor. It would be 4-3. And knowing that, how would you run Oakland government, knowing how it would be? There'd be probably some fighting going on.
First of all, the council is made up of 6 council members and 1 mayor. This is the borough form of government. The mayor does not get a vote unless there's a tie. So if my 2 running mates win, Sandra Coria and Henry Lesher, I don't expect them to always see eye to eye with me. We're running together. We have very similar principles. We think along similar lines. But I would never, ever want them to vote for something that I'm requesting just because I asked for it or I'm a Democrat. Secondly, so it's afforded, let's say they do vote with me and the Republicans decide they want to stay party lines and it's afforded 2. Well, in my position as an attorney, I have learned the word compromise and getting along together, and I will remind the 4 Republicans that are on the council that the residents of Oakland voted for them for what they can do, not because they're Republicans, and not because they're going to vote against Democrats, but I want to remind everybody on the council, when you vote because you think this is the right thing to do for Oakland, not because you're voting for Schwager or anti-Schwager's ideas. Vote for what is best for Oakland, and I think that's why it will work.
Okay, my last question is, even though you were previously a councilwoman in town.
Correct.
But you still serve on the planning board and the zoning board to serve the people of Oakland. And you also run your law practice, where we are right now. If mayor, how would you take your experiences as being part of the planning board and the zoning board, and what would happen? Would they appoint someone new for those spots?
Well, first of all, I'm not on the zoning board. I was on the zoning board years ago before I became a councilwoman.
Okay.
Council people are not on the zoning board. I don't think they are on the zoning board. I don't think there's a representation. It's been some, I went blank on that. But I'm definitely have not been on the zoning board. I've not been on the planning board for many, many years. As mayor, I will be on the planning board, and there is a council position, and I'm going now. Now it's bothering me. I'm going back to the zoning board. I don't recall a council person being on the zoning board, but I don't have the statute in front of me, so I'm just making a guess. As you can see, I have all my law books here. I usually don't like to make a guess unless I know what I'm saying, and I'm not afraid of doing research. But I will not be on the boards, except as the mayor on the planning board. I do run my law practice. As you can see, this is my law office. I am a solo practitioner. I have 2 wonderful women who work for me. I call them my legal assistants. I'm in town. That's why I think it's perfect for me to be mayor. I am here every single day except when I go to court or if I go to a closing. But I am here. I travel these roads in the morning, afternoon, and evening. I know what is going on in this town. I have a better heartbeat on what's going on in this town than all the past mayors who have not worked in town. So I think I would be ideal for this position.
Okay, well,
And
thank you very. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ms. Schwager. And